there, it's Courtney with Find and Home Service, about to show you another client's house. We're in the Wortley Village area, and I am a lone soldier today, so you will be doing a lot of face-to-face, and I'm going to be doing some talking behind the camera as well. But we're going to start outside and just show you the inside in the beginning process. So as I get turned around, here we go into the front of the house. These new homeowners are in the process of moving in, so we've got the benefit of having the house kind of empty. So in this room, we do have a few plugs that they were currently installed. What we'll be doing, there's one there, is just switching them into a Decora style so they actually all match. We've got another one here, and then we're going to be adding a third one in the corner just for some functionality when it comes to the room. So one thing that was important, and hopefully you guys will be able to see this a little, is we've got some textured walls. And what they've asked is for us to try and keep the integrity of those walls, just with the process that things have been repainted since they have been in the house. So what we're going to be doing is removing the baseboards in order to fish the wire to where we need to do it. So that's always an option to choose when you're going to look at rewiring a house. Now when we come into the dining room area, we've got the textured ceiling, and as we come around, we've got the switch here on a dimmer. So in this case, we will need to make a few holes, mostly just around the top area, and hopefully the joists are running accordingly so that we can access the lighting without interrupting too much of the ceiling. In this room, they haven't added anything extra, but what they did want to keep was in this dark closet. We do have a lighting fixture that needs to be replaced and having a covering over the bulb due to the fact that ESA standards have now requested that any lighting in the closet needs to be a covered casing. So into the kitchen we go. We'll pop back in here. Nice redone kitchen. So the things that we need to do is on this receptacle we actually need to have a GFI. Whenever you're within 3 feet of a water basin, sink, wherever you may be, GFI is requested. And then we've got some new receptacles coming in there. In here we've got the switch coming here and then coming up. Now we don't have a textured ceiling, so that will be a benefit for this room. And hopefully that crown molding will be able to reduce the stress to the ceiling as well once we've removed that. One of the benefits of this house as well is that they've actually had to do some plumbing work before we got here, so we have some access through some open areas. Again, making it a little bit easier and less holes that we need to make because we can keep that, but they wanted to keep this light in this pantry area, which I think makes great sense. So this is the beginning process as we go through the main floor. What I'm going to do is head upstairs and start over. Okay, so here we are in the upstairs bathroom. Just to show you what we're looking at, this room currently does not have a plug. The lighting has been done, and we do have the access through the attic into this bathroom. So we can get up into what we need to there. And then what we're going to be doing is just in that area, going to be adding the new plug. Also with a GFI, always very important to have. And otherwise, this room will be staying the way that it is. As we get into the bedroom, the homeowners haven't decided to add any more receptacles in this room, which is fine. But we've got one there, and then we've got one just behind the bed as well. Because we've got some availability, since the painters have been here, some of the fixtures are still open, which is great. We've got some good access. But again, we will be switching over those to all the Decora style. We've got a plug in the hallway here. And then this is the second bedroom with a huge walk-in closet. But again, we've got another light that needs to be exchanged to have a covering over it. Something to think about too when you're going to do the rewire process is that what we can do is replace all the light fixtures for you. And so what we ask is that you go out, pick out all the fixtures that you want, leave them in the room at the time of the rewire, and our electricians will put them up for you gladly. So back into the master. As you can see here, they just have one plug. We're actually going to be adding another one to this room. They have some, there's a short corner one there, and then also in this bathroom, or sorry, in this master bedroom, there is a closet light as well. One tip that I would say is that if you are thinking about doing any renovations to the house and any painting, I would wait until after. Some of the holes are going to be made in order to fish the wire through the house and make sure that the rewire process gets done efficiently. So I guess we'll wait until halfway point of this job, which will typically be a Wednesday, and I'll show you the halfway through point, and then we'll follow up with a third video once we've completed all the work. Thank you so much. Bye. Okay, hi everybody. Here is day 2 of the shoot. Now, lucky enough for all my viewers that we have somebody holding the camera today, so this should be a little bit easier instead of just up on my face. But we are about halfway through the project here in the Wortley Village area at our customer's house, and I just want to show you what we've kind of done outside with the new light fixture. That was a part of the knob and tube and the thing that we did need to change in the home. So our electricians have removed the old light, put in the new box, and also properly secured it around and making sure that everything's nice and tight. But let's go inside and take a look at all the holes that we needed to make in this home in order to do the rewire process. So now we're inside the house, and like I said, we're about halfway through the project, so we're really getting things set up in order to continue on. Now this is an example of half of the process where we've now fished the wires in order to get them where we need to be. You can still see that some of the old wires are still in the walls, but we'll be removing those to the best of our abilities. But in order for this light, which actually controls our outside light, our hallway light inside, and also our three-way upstairs, some of the holes that we needed to make in order to facilitate all those different rewired parts of the house. So we've made one hole near the bottom here, and then if we scan up, you can see some of the pieces that we needed to make in order to get to the inside hallway light. In order to access the outside light, we've had to make 2 small holes in the corner. Now, because our customers are currently moving in through our process, we've really worked out with them in order to store most of the things out of the way and also drop cloth them. That's just something that we like to take care of for our customers if possible. And it's always just a communication that's always important when you're dealing with them. So we'll kind of head in here. Now, luckily for this room, there wasn't a lot of holes that we needed to make because they weren't updating the light to interrupt the integrity of the ceiling, and we were actually able to access through the baseboards when putting in all of the receptacles. So we actually have a referral partner. He does great work for us. He'll come in through the project and remove the baseboards so that we can facilitate the area behind there rather than interrupting the walls. In the dining room, a little bit of a different story. As you can see in this room, we'll just kind of roll around this way. Because the light switch is where it was, and our light is in the middle of the room, we actually needed to go up and then across with the holes to get to where we needed to. Again, with our great referral partner, he does do amazing patchwork for our homeowners and would be able to get as close as possible when we're redoing that wall structure. But again, just a quick tip that if you are going to be renovating your house, wait until the renovations have been done before the paint work. The painting has been done so that you don't have to unfortunately do it twice.